Today is a very sad day as we say goodbye to the McLaren for the last time. It is currently nice and low on fuel, and I'm about to go put some fuel in it here for the new owner, but this car is officially sold, and it is about to be replaced in this video by something equally awesome and ridiculous. I am going to miss this car very, very dearly. For the last time. This car has been absolutely phenomenal for me. I have put about 11,000 kilometers on this car this summer alone. A lot of maintenance, a lot of money, a lot of time, love, effort, and tears. And unfortunately, it's time for it to go to its new home. This car has done super well for me, but it is time for it to go to its new home. Unfortunately, just because I'm very, very value conscious, and at this point, I've had this car for a summer. I have put on about 12,000 kilometers on the car, and it's very important to me not to lose a significant chunk of my value. At this point, obviously, the YouTube channel is making some money, and I do really well at work at the dealership where I'm at, but not well enough that I can stomach serious depreciation and a lot of value loss, as much as I would really like to, because I seriously love this car. So I'm gonna go take it over. We're gonna plunk it in the trailer because we aren't driving it to Calgary. We are gonna trailer it to Calgary because we have got something else that's gonna come home in the trailer that's gonna replace the 650s. Let's go get this thing loaded up. Lined up she is, and into the trailer for the last time. She's about to go. I am going to miss this car very, very significantly. We have arrived where we are leaving the McLaren. I have already got it out of the trailer. I traded the McLaren for the car we're picking up today from a dealer buddy of mine here in Calgary, and we are at KDF where he has his cars inspected and looked over before they go up for sale in his location. So we have got the McLaren unloaded. We have got the truck kind of clustered trucked here in the middle of this congested parking lot. I'm gonna go take the McLaren across the street here, drop it off, and then it's time to go pick up the new car. This is a private lot, but hopefully all is well, because I don't know if we're gonna find a better parking spot, and I don't feel like finagling all around trying to navigate more than I need to in this tiny little congested area. So we are gonna go drop this off across the street, and hopefully all is well, and this is still here without a ticket on it when we get back. I think it will be. We're not gonna be very long, but I guess we'll see. Challenge number 1 down. Challenge number 2, let's not scrape on this very, very aggressive downturn here back onto the street. Woohoo, for nose lift. Now, we have just gotta find, supposedly KDF is supposed to be like right here. This is actually quite ridiculous, and we'll join you guys in 2 seconds. All right, as it turns out, we went up and down the street as a little bit of a side quest. KDF is here. We were looking at this, and this is not correct, but this is. So we have got the McLaren here. Everything's all good. We got all the extras in the trunk. We got all of our stuff out of it. We're about to say goodbye. Head on over and pick up the new car. Alrighty, y'all. Adios to the McLaren. Hopefully she does well and is sold quick for Adam at Endorphin/Luxottic. I don't know, I'm gonna miss that car. This one felt really special, but it is very, very sad to watch her go. But onwards and upwards we go, and it just kind of is what it is. We wanted to do more modifications and play around with the 650s a bit more, but our modification budget kind of got eaten up by the maintenance, keep it on the road, keep it happy and healthy budget. And that's okay. We still got to enjoy like 12,000 kilometers in a beautiful green McLaren. And I can't really complain about that, considering we did very good on the value standpoint, and we managed to pretty much break even getting out of that car and into the next one. And it's quite funny because that's where it comes down. We're about 2 minutes away from Ferrari. We're gonna pick up the Ferrari that we kind of accidentally bought. It's really funny. We're taking it not actually from Ferrari, it's getting picked up at Ferrari, but we bought it off of Adam at Luxottic here in town. He's a good buddy of mine. We've done some business previously, and he's the one who took in the McLaren on trade. The car just happens to be at Ferrari for a couple service work things where we're picking it up from. But I actually was chatting with Luxottic about a completely separate business thing when we ended up stumbling upon the topic of the Ferrari that we ended up making a deal on and the McLaren, and here we are as we go to pick it up. So it's still gonna need a couple things. It is very cool. As the title hints at, it does have a V12 in it. Let's go find out what it is. Do not judge it too harshly, but the new Code 3 Media car is none other than a 2013 Ferrari FF. And this car is a little bit hurting as of the moment. Needs a little bit of help in a few ways, but we are well equipped for that, and this thing is going to be sick. As of the moment, it needs some brake love. As you guys can see, the yellow calipers ain't looking still yellow with ceramic material from the brakes getting nice and hot, but here she is, and I tell you what, by the time we are done with this thing, it's going to be insane. We'll roll through the list here in a second of what all this car needs, because it is indeed a lot. But for now, this is what she looks like inside. We're gonna go get it pulled into a trailer, get it home, and go for a drive. First fire up in the FF. I know this thing needs some TLC, and the interior is not perfect, and it needs a little bit of cleanup. They all do. All the best ones do, or all the best deals do, I should say. But we are going to have a lot of fun with this car, and I'm very, very stoked to take this thing for a proper drive. But we're gonna wait until we get home for that. We are gonna go get this thing loaded up in the trailer, and that way we can go for a proper first drive, probably with either Sean or Adam, or both, because we have a ridiculously large back seat when we get back. So I'm in a little bit of a hurry. I got 2 more stops to make before I can head home. I'm gonna go plunk this in the trailer, and yeah, we'll see you guys back in Red Deer. All right, we have made it back to Red Deer. Got the trailer all opened up. Adam and Taylor are here. We're gonna take this thing for a first proper drive, because the only driving we did was to take it from Ferrari out and into the trailer, and that's all. We know this car needs work. There is a very, very large quote from Ferrari coming for what this would cost to repair them there. We are gonna get this thing up to snuff very quickly. We've also realized that as it sits right now, the parking brake does not work, which is kind of shit. Okay. Parking brake does not work. The brakes need attention. We know that there's a shock leaking, and a couple of other things to note, but that's okay. We accounted for that in the deal, and that's why we're here where we're at. So for now, it is still drivable. It is still fine. We're gonna get this thing fired up, get it pulled outside, hear it, and go for a first drive.
For stock, I didn't think it would sound that good. That's amazing.
It read like a super bike.
An AV12, man. This is next level, dude. This is so sick.
For stock, this thing sounds incredible. I just walked through the pathway of the exhaust, standing back here, and it felt like my walkie leaf blower. Like, the amount of air that this exhaust / this engine moves is disgusting. It's a 6.3 liter NAV12 that revs like a damn super bike. Because at its core, this is supposed to be a very, very similar, quote unquote, the same engine as what you get in either an F12 or an 812. Obviously, the 812 gets slight displacement more.
Pretty much exactly the F12 engine.
Like, it's nuts. We're talking about placement of the engine in the engine bay is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, not a huge fan of the matte black, but It's growing on me a little bit. This thing, the chrome needs to go there. That cannot stay. Those need blacked out. It needs 22s because the wheels that are currently on here look horrendous. We will still more than likely pull off the wrap. I think that the matte black is just not my shtick, and these cars with gloss black just look menacing in all the best ways. But as a starting point, on a Ferrari wagon V12 angry pissed off thing, pretty damn all right. Let's go for a drive. It is very dark in here, and we're currently sitting in front of the house, and Hope does not know that this is currently sitting here. So we're gonna go grab her. Let's go grab my wife. She knows I bought a Ferrari. She just doesn't know I brought it home today.
I heard.
Yes.
I didn't know you were bringing it back.
Well, that was kind of the point.
Did you trailer it?
Yep. Yeah, I have drove it from the warehouse to here. That's it. And Taylor and Adam are currently sitting in it. But that's the funny part. It's got 4 seats. This is really funny because you've never been on a 4-man supercar test drive until now.
Are we going for a test drive?
Hell yeah, we are. You kidding? We own a Ferrari. That's gotta count for something.
That's fancy. It's like automatic.
That it is.
Oh, it's a lot easier to get into.
That's gotta count for something. And you can watch how bad I'm being.
It's got a really cool sound on and off the throttle. What are you doing, Derek?
Nothing stupid.
I know that sound. The whole dash lit up red when you turn that knob to the right. That's with 4 people in the car too.
5.
4.2. That's pretty impressive. Porcupine! PTSD. Oh, tunnel! Oh, tunnel. Windows!
Gonna be the best sounds we'll get until the exhaust. The rest of the footage from last night somehow ended up corrupted in the recordings in my GoPro, but quite unfortunate because we actually had more issues with the Ferrari. We know that the Ferrari needs some help, but the reason we had picked it up from the Ferrari dealership, even though we didn't buy it from the Ferrari dealership, was because Adam at Luxottic, who's a fantastic gentleman, had paid just before I picked it up to have the gearbox speed sensor replaced in the rear transmission. Which is really good because it's one of the major jobs, one of the major updates that needs done on those cars, and he had it completed with OEM Ferrari parts at Ferrari, which costs an arm and 3 legs, but I'm very, very grateful he did. It just so happens that Ferrari apparently managed to make a little bit of an oopsie on the inside, because the car's back at Ferrari now. They completed that, and last night, I'll link pictures here, but it decided to start dumping all of its transmission fluid about 20 kilometers after we had it, done. So it's back with them, and they've given me word, unfortunately, that it's one of the internal seals that's leaking. So this has actually been a couple weeks later on my end. I've been waiting for answers from them, and they ordered a bunch of parts from Italy, which of course, because Ferrari is a royal pain, and they said 3 to 4 weeks is how far those parts are out. So the car is currently sitting at Ferrari. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm not you know, all that pumped on it, to be completely honest with you. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna get some parts ordered, and when we do get that car back, it is going to be an absolute blast. So thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next updates with the FF. See what happens, because they have also, in addition to this, given us an insane price quote that we will break down in the next video with the FF. Thank you guys. We'll catch you next time.